Hi guys, welcome back to the part 2 of EQ Essential. I hope you have learned one or two things in the part 1. In this part 2, we are going to be looking at 3 main topics. The first one, the chef EQ, and the second one, we look at the ear, your ability to be able to use your ear to use your EQ proper. And lastly, we are going to look at the usage of your EQ. Don't forget, we are going to be having engineer Ashaolu from Breadmark Production to help us with the usage of the EQ. Alright, I'm Leke from XPLOSIVemultimedia, and if you are ready, let's go straight to the class. Alright, let's talk about chef EQ. Chef EQ is that kind of EQ designed to help you reduce muddiness from your mix, and it is designed in such a way that it's help you to give tone to your mix and at the same time add clarity to your mix. And the most important aspect of chef EQ that you need to know is that it cuts above or below frequency from your mix. It cut away some certain range of frequency away from your mix once you activate it. It is common in our mix. You see it both analog and digital mixer. You see something like high cut, low cut, high chef, low chef, high pass, and the likes. These are the common example of your chef EQ. It helps to have or to put clarity in your mix. I hope you have learned something about chef EQ and is important to your mix. Alright, let's talk about the most important tools as a sound engineer, and that is your ear. Why is your hair so important? Your hair is so important in the sense that it determines the result and the outcome of a production. If you have a good ear training, you can easily identify each frequency, put necessary adjustment into it, and your overall results will be better. You know, when you have a good listening ear, you'll be able to determine the kind of frequency you are putting into your mix to achieve a great result. Let's start with how did your ears work. You know, we will have to look at the structure of the ear. How can someone speak at one end and I can perceive it, interpret it at my end to understand what the person is saying? All this thing is embedded in the structure of how your ear works. So as a sound engineer, the most important tool you need beyond all other gadgets is your ear. So if you can train your ear very well, you'll be able to be sensitive to each frequency spectrum. Just as I've said earlier on, we have frequency range that human beings are sensitive to, and that is between 20 Hz to 20 kHz. This range, part of them are better few, and most of them are, we can hear them through our ears. So ears is very, very important to you as a sound engineer, and try as much as possible to train your ear to be more sensitive to each frequency. So when there is a wave sound wave generated, it oscillates till when it meets your ears. And your ear is actually structured in such a way that it can accumulate different frequency. As it's coming, it hits your ears and actually transmit inside. So once it hits your ears, it hits your eardrums, and this will cause a vibration. This vibration within your ear that will be translated to electrical signal is what you perceive as what other people are saying. And your ability to be able to pick each frequency is what makes you give a better judgment. So I will say that one of the important things you need to have first in audio engineering is your ear. It gives you ability to be able to pinpoint the most important thing, the most important frequency to cut or boost. So can you now see that your ear is more crucial to you in audio engineering than most of the gadgets, because it gives you that advantage over any other person working around you. So to be able to tune your EQ very well, you need to do your ear training. And as I usually tell my students, our low frequency is better felt than hearing, and that is why most people don't have problems with their high frequency, because if you are more sensitive, you'll be able to pick them. But most of the low frequency, you feel them, and when they are too much, it causes muddiness in your frequency. So as a sound engineer is to train yourself to align your hearing to the frequency around you. There are much that has been said about ear, which I will boldly advise you to do your research about.
All right, that is all we can take on this episode of EQ Essential. We still have our part 3 that we talk more on the usage of EQ, and our honorable guest will be coming on board to give us breakdown on how we can use our EQ proper. All right, if you are new to this channel, please, I want you to help us to click the subscribe button and share, comment, tell us your opinion. If you are one of our old subscribers, please keep sharing the video, and I will see you in part 3 of EQ Essential. Peace off. Bye.